Matt, I honestly can't say what I like the best in this place. What's the inspiration behind the design and the decor here?
The Stone Tower is in a really beautiful area. I think, when you look around, you just see the green hills, blue mountains in the background, the really cool stone that we have on the property. We were inspired by the nature and really bringing those colors inside, something that complemented because we wanted to have the outside in. And so that natural inspiration was really driving a lot of the stuff that we chose here.
And you see that with a lot of the woods too. You say that woods should have some sort of like story behind it.
Yeah, so when we were actually building the property here, we were able to use a lot of wood or reclaimed items off of the property. So when we were choosing the furniture that we, sort of went through our suppliers at Belfort, and we wanted to find things that had real character, like you said, the story. And so the reclaimed wood or solid wood is something that is a great way to have a unique piece because each one is going to be different. The knot of the wood is going to be a little bit different if it's hand hewn. The ripples and the saw marks and all this distressing is going to be different. And so using those authentic materials was important to us because we wanted to have the same authenticity that we have in the wine in the decor.
What if we love a certain table and it's one sort of hue of like color of wood, but then we love another one too? Can we mix those together in a room?
Yeah, so that's one of the things. I mean, this in the tasting room that we're in right now, we've mixed a lot of different things. And so not only are we mixing different wood finishes, so you have gray wood tones, you have sort of these more natural wood finishes, some stains, but we also have a mix of styles. So you have, tufted, more contemporary, and sort of mixing it all together was something that we were trying to do where we weren't going to be, it's not Virginia where we wanted it to look like colonial Williamsburg, but we wanted it to be Virginia in that we have all this interesting mix of history, and so you can mix all those different styles together and really just sort of make it your own, but have it inspired by the Virginia countryside.
Also, there's a whole kind of layering of different materials too that you guys like.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's one of the things that we really love about this sort of, we probably call this a rustic elegance type of look. And so you have this luxurious feel where you have metal, stone, we had leather fabrics, linen type fabrics, and even like the nail head trim. So when you have all those different elements together, it's something that allows you to not have this matching look, but really a sense of history in place where it feels like home because it mixes together all the things that all of your different favorite pieces. So I'm like you, there's not one piece that I love a lot of the different pieces, and so trying to choose which one I love the most is hard to do.
It is. Yeah. The one in particular that I feel like is inspired by Stone Tower Winery would be the red leather chairs.
Yeah, so we had the red leather that it's close to a nice red wine color. Really, all of the different things were inspired by all the different elements. So you're right, it's a lot of that detail of what does it tie back to.
You're kind of bringing colors from all over the world, and you say that works.
Definitely. I think that that's actually one of the things with the winery, that sort of traveling the world, trying to select those best things from, a Tuscan style, a French style, Spanish, all those different things. And so you can do the same thing with home decor. So it really is, what are the best elements? What are your favorite things? And when you mix them together, if you sort of love all the pieces, you can find a way to mix them together, and you're going to love the look.
What's key about that? Is it layering? Is it having some sort of base color and then bringing in all the colors? Like, how would somebody do that in their own home?
So here we were using the brown and gray tones as a base, and then you go and we layered in some brighter colors with the rugs and the pillows and those accents. And so having that, as long as you find the right scale, you can make these little groupings together. You make your own room and sort of define the spaces where you want to live in them.
You say what's so important is about the layering?
Yeah, so layering and texture. The authentic materials, those are going to be unique. The leather, the metal, the wood, all of those elements combined are what makes it exciting. Sometimes that can be overwhelming, so we have people who can help you do that, because a lot of times you'll look at it and say, hey, I love this look, but then what do I do? And that can be hard for some people. Some people it sort of comes naturally. And that's something that Belfort Furniture does, is we help you, bring in those images, or maybe it's a picture from your travels that you loved this, or that accessory or that key piece, this vintage vase that you love, and that you can go and bring that in, and we'll help you figure out how do you get a look that's inspired by that, because translating it from a dress into what does that mean for a living room can be a challenging thing. So that's one of the things we try to do for you.
Yeah, I love it. So cheers, thanks so much for having me in. This place is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you for coming.